So आज सारी Safe Surrey coalition की team इत्थे है आज ही advance polls जिहड़े उन्हां दा second day already start हो चुके हैं. So our time is very valuable, so we won't take too much of your time. So पहला मैं अपनी team introduce करूँगा, then Mayor McCallum will say a few words. So we'll start with Councillor Patton.
Thank you, Councillor Niagara. It's great to be here, and it's time to get out our vote. Safe Surrey Coalition, Mayor Doug and the team, please, please, please get out and vote. Help support us, help us get in for the next 4 years, the whole team. We would love your support. We would appreciate it. Get out of your houses, get to the polls, vote. Today, vote now, vote as soon as you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Doug as well. And when you vote, vote for 2 Dougs. And the Safe Surrey Coalition. I was talking to some of you guys. I just want to thank you. I know some of you work like long days right now. We really appreciate the work you're doing. You're all our friends here and supporters, and you all know what needs to be done. We need to get out, get the vote out, convince our friends and our families, our neighbors to go out and vote. We've done many good things for the last 4 years, and we need another 4 years to carry on where we left off. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming out.
Hello everyone, मेरा नाम है Ramin Jassar. So मैं भी थोड़ा सारे में same चीज़ कहूँगी पंजाबी दे विच भी please जाके vote पायो. Their friends and families ने नार लाके. Each vote बहुत ज़्यादा like difference make करता है. जब सारे जने कहोगे भी साडी vote नाल की होना, you know एक vote नाल बहुत फर्क होगा. So please सारे जने जाके Safe Surrey Coalition ने vote पायो. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Lori Guerra. I'm a councillor, echoing. I'm a councillor in the city of Surrey. And I need you to get out and vote. Get all your friends, get all your family out and vote. We're gonna try something here. Are you ready to join in with me? I'm gonna do a word and you're gonna repeat after me, okay? I'm gonna do Safe Surrey Coalition, we get it done. Go. Safe Surrey Coalition, we get it done. Go. Safe Surrey Coalition, we get it done. One more. Safe Surrey Coalition, we get it done. Woo! Thanks, everybody.
I always get to follow Lori. And then I look like the dull one. Okay, Deborah Anafave, Safe Surrey Coalition. This is my first time. Vote for us all. This morning I drove a carload of dear sweet little ladies to the advance polls, so I want each and every one of you to grab a carload. It doesn't have to be dear sweet little ladies. You can just take your friends and your family, but go vote. They're right, the last 4 years were fantastic because this mayor got the city moving during COVID when other cities had stopped work. So vote for the Safe Surrey Coalition, keep us moving, keep us going forward, we get it done quickly. Thanks.
Hi everybody, my name is Stuart Drysdale, running for the first time with Safe Surrey Coalition. Again, just to echo Doug, thanks very much for everyone coming out today. My first time running, and I can't believe how many volunteers it takes to run a campaign this big. So we really appreciate everybody and their time and effort. So thank you very much. Just to echo my colleagues here, we have to get out and vote. 32% of the people voted in Surrey last time. We need to get it out. We need that number more, and we need to raise that number. And we need to vote for the only team that has the vision to take this city to the next stage. And that's the Mayor McCallum and the Safe Surrey Coalition. So please, if you haven't voted today, polls are open till 8 o'clock. We're open tomorrow, 8 to 8. Open Wednesday, 8 to 8. And then next on October 15th, about 8 o'clock, 8:30, we'll be partying with our victory, and we hope to see everyone there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And first of all, I want to thank all of you for coming. We know that your time is very, very valuable, and we appreciate very much your coming. I'm not going to go into a lot of things that we have done or what we planned. The things that we did say to you 4 years ago, and I stood in front of you then, it was to do SkyTrain, our police, and 21 infrastructure projects. We did every single one. We get it done, just like Councillor Guerrero said. You know, we do get it. We do get it done. This time we said we're going to do SkyTrain from our city centre to Newton. We're going to 4-lane a bunch of roads. We're going to speed up the development process. We're going to turn our planning department upside down. We're going to give quick approvals. We need to do that. We want to double our housing in going into next year. It's really important. We have 1,400 people a month moving into our city. They need housing. And we need to get going on our housing and get that going. So we need to speed up our processes. We've already encouraged all the developers and builders that we want to see a lot more housing up there. So we want to get going on that. We're going to do a number of other things. We're going to build a brand new pool up in Clayton, Cloverdale area in Clayton. We're going to build a new pool in our city center because that was a request of a lot of our public. The other thing that we're going to do is build a sports stadium, and you know that's also been asked for from many areas, from culture, from movie industry, from sports, from trade conventions. It'll be a multi-use stadium that everybody can use. There's a new one that's been developed that we're looking at that will probably be the type that we will build. It's in Madrid, Spain. Just go on the internet and look at Stadium Madrid, Spain. You'll see a stadium that has 6 floors and there are 7 floors. Push a button, a floor comes up and it becomes the field that is played there. Push another button, it goes away and a cricket one comes up. Push a button, the cricket one goes away and an ice rink comes up. So it's absolutely amazing what they can do now. We need that. We're the only big city in Canada that doesn't have a stadium. And so we'll do that right away once we get in. Plus, we're going to look at a whole bunch of infrastructure. We've been around to a lot of your parks. We want to do picnic tables, walking trails in your parks for the seniors. We want to do a lot more soccer fields, cricket fields around Surrey because we believe that we're becoming a sports center literally in Canada. We're getting international tournaments. We got one going on right as we're here today. The national under-17 soccer tournament is the finals. Are taking place, as I said, in our Newton field. So we're getting tournaments from all over Canada come to Surrey. But we can't do any of this if we don't get elected. I'm going to be fairly hard on you right now because I've just got some figures of the advanced polling and so forth. And the Princess Margaret School it's in the heart of your area in the Indo-Canadian community. And the figures of voting there are terrible. They're very, very low. They're worse than they've been even in the past. If you don't get out and support us, we're not going to be here. It's that bad right now. And I'm not kidding you. We're concerned with that. The figures in the other ones are way up. The ones in South Surrey are way up from past years. We need to get those figures up in the Indo-Canadian. We need you to get out there and vote for us. Half of the Vance polls are gone already. We only have tomorrow and one other day to do the Vance polling. And the figures are not good out there. So we really need your help to get out and Vance. If I was to ask right now, how many people in this room, put your hand up, how many people in this room have voted already? Put your hand up. Did you vote? Well, there's the witness, what, 3 or 4 in this whole group? That's our problem. Right there, you see our problem. You're not voting, you're not getting out and supporting us. Seriously, it's a serious problem. So we need every one of you to go home and right after this meeting, pick up a whole bunch of people and go to Princess Margaret this afternoon. We need that from each and every one of you in this room. If it doesn't happen, you're not going to see us in next week. We'll be gone. For me to do that when half the van's pulling and 3 people in this whole room have only voted, so really, I said I was going to be a little hard. I am going to be hard on you because we're not going to be around if that continues. If that continues, we're gone. So I need you to get up. I need the Indo-Canadian community to get out there. Don't just say you're supporting us. Go out and vote for us. Get us in. So I'll leave it at that. I want to thank you for coming out, but we're really disappointed at this stage with the turnout. And we need to get that. So I would suggest everyone in this room, get in your cars, grab a bunch of people and get to Princess Margaret before 8 o'clock today and get out and vote. Okay, thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, man. So ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਮੈਕਕਲਮ ਬੈਕ ਆਫਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਰਨ ਕਰਨ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ 4 ਸਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ ਸਰੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਸਕਾਈ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਬੇਅਰ ਕ੍ਰੀਕ ਸਟੇਡੀਅਮ ਨਿਊਟਨ ਰੈਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਆ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਰਹਿਣਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਮੈਕਕਲਮ ਸੇਫ ਸਰੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਮੈਜੋਰਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਕ ਸਿਟੀ ਹਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏਗੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਵੋਲੰਟੀਅਰਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਵੋਟ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟਰਨ ਆਊਟ ਹੈ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੋ ਆ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਹੁਣ PM ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਲਾਈਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੇਬੀ 2 4 5 ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਆ ਬਾਹਰ ਵੈਦਰ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ 4 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮਿਲੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਉਹਦੇ ਉਲਟ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਅੱਜ ਬਾਹਰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਵੀ ਵੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈ ਰਹੀ ਸੋ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਲੇਟਿਵਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੋ ਕਿ ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਆਓ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਵੋਟ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣਾ ਚਲੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਪਾ ਹੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਵੈਸੇ ਜਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਇਹ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮੇਅਰ ਮੈਕਕਲਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਡੈਫੀਨਿਟਲੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਆ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਪਰ ਵੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈ ਰਹੀ ਸੋ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਆ ਕਿ ਹੁਣੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਆਓ ਆਪ ਵੀ ਜਾਓ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਓ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਫॉर ਕਮਿੰਗ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ
We are talking to Councillor Doug Elford here in Surrey. We've got an event happening here today in support of the Safe Surrey Coalition. So tell me about your thoughts as we head closer to October 15th.
Well, it's great to see all friends and familiar faces at this event today, and you know it's important that we all work towards getting the vote out. I think it's really important in Surrey that we get out. I mean, we had very low turnouts in the last few years, and it's critical that people get out, vote, and remind their family members and friends to get out, vote. That is most important, and this is what this is all about as well.
So when voters are watching this and, you know, we're going to let them see this and then you can give them a message, why should they pick you over someone else?
Well, the Safe Surrey Coalition, I think, would be your best choice. We've had 4 years as a council, and if you look past all the rhetoric and the name calling and everything, Surrey is actually in very good shape. It's in very good shape financially. We're growing. We have job growth. We have economic growth. It's just like I said, it's a fantastic place to be. Everybody's happy. We're building infrastructure that everybody is demanding. It's happening. We're listening to people, and this group has tangible plans for the future. We have a plan, and that is most important.
Very good. So I'll give you one opportunity just to look in that camera right there and talk to our voters one-on-one.
It's very important that you get out and vote. My name is Doug Elford. I've been a long-time Newton activist and resident, and I think I've served you very well, and I would like the opportunity to serve you in the future. So please get out and vote for me and the Safe Surrey Coalition. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are talking to Councillor Lori Guerra. Lori Guerra, you've got some running shoes on today. Tell me why.
Because my orthotics can fit in those, and that's what I use them for. I've been door knocking since 10 a.m. this morning, and have been doing so for the last few weeks. So I have to wear my comfortable shoes in order to do that.
So we're getting close to October 15th, and there's also advance voting happening. What are you feeling from the community, from supporters, from just people in general?
I'm feeling really good, but again, it's tough for me because I'm so immersed in it. So it's hard for me to get a perspective. So I asked my husband the other night, "What do you think, honey?" And he said, "You know, your team seems to be the only team with momentum and as well a vision for the city to go forward. We're running a very positive campaign. We're not, you know, and the other teams seem to be, or alternatives to us, are attacking, and it's negative, a lot of negativity." So that was his perspective, and I'm gonna go with that.
Well, positivity is definitely, necessary, and there's been a lot of positive things that have happened in the community recently.
Absolutely, and we're going to continue to develop things that we have promised. And as you know, we were elected in 2018, and as a team, we've stuck together, the Safe Surrey Coalition, and we have kept to our word and our promises. And I am promising you again that we will do the same thing. That's who we are as a team. We have integrity, and we want to get this city moving forward and stop looking in the rearview mirror.
So I've asked other councillors the same thing, councillors that have already been a councillor and also that are running for the first time now. I've asked them the same question I'll ask you. Us voters, myself included, why should we vote for you?
Well, this is very different, a very different election than the last time. Now I have a proven track record. I delivered on every promise that I made in that 2018 election, and I'm proud of that. I am a person of faith, and I believe that's all any of us have is our word. So if you can't trust me, then you wouldn't vote for me. But you can trust me. I am trustworthy, and that's why I think I deserve your vote.
Well, there you go. We end that on a very positive note because you're a very positive person. Good luck to you, and, keep on running.
I will. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
I've got Stuart Drysdale with me. He is one of the people running for council, and things are going well for you, Stuart?
Things are going excellent. Thank you.
So tell me about today, this event that's happening, and how you feel the community is feeling about your campaign.
Yeah, this morning we spent the morning door knocking, and I tell you, the people are just amazing. They're receptive, they're excited, they're energetic, and really responsive to us coming around door knocking. And then our event today, it's just a kind of that last chance to touch base with all of our supporters, and really encouraging them to get out and vote today.
Even on a Saturday morning early, the people were receptive and happy to see you?
Yeah, it's funny, it's a beautiful day outside. People are washing their cars and working in their garden. It's a long weekend, so, very positive out there.
Very good. So there is voting happening now and all the way up until the 15th. That's the big day. So what do you want to say to our viewers that haven't voted and maybe they might not even want to vote? What would you say to them?
Every vote matters. My parents and your parents, everyone's parents, it's our duty to vote, and we fight, and we live in a country of democracy. So I encourage everybody to get out and vote. Every last vote counts.
Absolutely. It gives us a voice.
It's a voice, and for the city to move forward, we need everybody to come out and vote for Mayor McCallum and the Safe Surrey Coalition.
Very good. Thank you, Stuart. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Bye now.
We are talking to council candidate Raman Jasser. Raman, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Sonia?
I'm very well. So we're getting close to October 15th. How do you feel about things? I think you were door knocking this morning.
Yeah, no, things have been really good. It's been exciting just being out, meeting people in the community. Super excited. 1 week to go.
So you are a young South Asian female. How does it feel to run? Because predominantly in our culture, it's usually males that are running for anything political. But now you've kind of taken initiative, to become a young South Asian woman in politics. How does that feel with the community, especially?
I think it's been really good. Obviously, it was challenging, and it took a lot to kind of, put my foot forward and do it. But the amount of girls and even, men that come up to me, and women and all sorts of age groups, they're like, "Good job for putting your name out there and paving the path here." So I'm so excited.
It is actually, it's a difficult thing to start that and go forth with that, because you do have competition and you want to do the best that you can. So you've got a lot of pressure there, but you're handling it with grace. So tell me, what's been the biggest challenge so far, being that this is your first time trying to get into council?
I think just starting those conversations, because like you mentioned, a lot of the people that we meet with, they tend to be older and they might be male. So just kind of engaging in conversations, engaging with people. But you know what? Everyone's been super friendly, super nice, and I think it always is kind of breaking that barrier.
So I've asked the other candidates as well, and I'll ask you, why should we vote for you?
I think, I'm young, I'm driven, I'm excited to be a part of this team here. They like to get things done, and I like to get things done, and I want to be a voice for our community.
So you got your running shoes on, you're ready to get things done.
I am, yep, I've got my running shoes on, no more flats or heels.
Best of luck to you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're talking to council candidate Deborah Antefave. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yes, so you're door knocking this morning. You're ready to go and get this done, and October 15th is the big day. How are you feeling?
Well, I've done a lot of door knocking, but I wasn't this morning. This morning I was running some dear ladies to vote, so that doing my part there. So my mother-in-law cannot see, so yeah, I took her. But yeah, I'm feeling really, really pumped. I've had some great door knocking days in Clayton Heights and those areas, so optimistic.
So tell me about your connection with Surrey, because I know that you've been here for a long time. Tell me a bit about that so our viewers can understand you.
Well, I'm a realtor in Surrey, so I've been selling houses. My connection's really, it's an extension of working with special needs kids. So I've really been into providing supported housing and what we call teaching homes for people that can't live alone. So that's kind of where I've been working, just in the supported housing, modular housing component. And my husband and my kids we have our own real estate business, so they do all those working in Surrey. But I love my area.
Yeah.
So I love living here and working.
It sounds like you have a lot of heart and a lot of community connection. I can feel that from you.
Yeah, well, I've always been working with kind of the downtrodden, like special needs people with disabilities, people with opioid addiction. I've always been a volunteer. I've been the pack mom, the team manager, and all that kind of stuff. Throughout COVID, I picked up groceries for people that were shut in and dropped them off. So I've always had this connection to the community and this volunteer. My mom volunteered for the Salvation Army for 22 years. So she would roll in her grave if she thought we weren't using ourselves for service all the time.
So it's interesting that you talk about service, because the South Asian community is all about seva, which is service. So you're right in line with helping people, and that's a great message. So I was going to ask you, why should our voters vote for you? But I think that kind of you just kind of answered it. You're a very giving and helpful person.
Yeah, I've always felt lucky. So we grew up, we struggled. My dad was a truck driver and my mom a housewife, but we always volunteered, and I always felt lucky. We always had 3 meals a day, and they were kind, and they were church going, and so I feel that I've always had the benefit of great parents and a great community. And so I love being part of a community and volunteering, and I'm just a little busybody. I just like being out there with the people.
So you can do all the work that we don't want to do, just get it done for us. So one last message to our viewers that are watching right now.
So I would say I have worked on a lot of campaigns and volunteered with federal and provincial government, and I've always been a little bit disappointed in the end. They've made promises to me that they've not kept. So I'm just thrilled to be running with this mayor, because he does get things done, and he's already started. Before we even went to the polls, he passed Harmony Apartments, which I really, really wanted, and I'm just hoping to have a great 4 years with Mayor McCallum and the Safe Surrey Coalition. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
We are talking to council candidate John Jibo. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, how does it feel? This is your first time running, and you're running with the Safe Surrey Coalition. How does it feel to be part of that team?
It feels wonderful. They're super well organized. We are given tasks daily, explained why we do it, why we are to do it, and we go out and we do it, and we work it together as a team. It's actually quite wonderful.
So tell me about why you would be a good fit for, council for the city of Surrey. You're a businessman. Our viewers might not know this, but tell them who you are.
Sure. So I'm the founder of Honeybee Centre on 176th Street and Fraser Highway, and I've been supplying honeybees to blueberry growers in the city for about 40 years. I've been a commercial beekeeper full-time for 22 years, and prior to that I was an RCMP officer in Burnaby and a city police officer in New Westminster. So I bring to the team policing and agriculture. Yeah.
That's very necessary. Both of those things are absolutely necessary. And we all know Honeybee Centre. We always see it's a landmark for the city of Surrey, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the community has been very good to me. So our company has employed 38 people. I worked I was the president of the Cloverdale Chamber of Commerce for 4 years and the treasurer for 3 years. Cloverdale Rotarian for 15 years, and I taught at Kwantlen University for 4 years, commercial beekeeping. So I am Cloverdale. Like, that's all part of me. Yeah.
Well, it's so good to know who you are, because often we see these campaigns and we don't know the person within the campaign. You know, we know your platform, but to know who you are, you know, gives us a bit more human connection. What would you like to say to our viewers that are watching right now, your potential voters?
Yeah. Yes, I'd like to say to you is that we have a great, solid team. Each of us only has one vote, so to move ahead, we all have to get in. So please vote for the whole slate, the entire slate, and we look forward to serving you for the next 4 years.
Thank you so much. We are talking to Councillor Alison Patton. Welcome. It's always such a pleasure to talk to you because the energy is so great. So you've got so much energy. We've got a few, you know, just a little bit of time left until the 15th, and there's advance voting happening now. How do you feel?
Well, I feel a mixture: excitement, butterflies, you know, a busyness and energy. So that's how I feel.
How has the community been? How receptive have they been to, I heard you guys were door knocking and that kind of thing happening from some of the members of the Safe Surrey Coalition.
Yes, well, I mean, the people I think right now are just getting back to life. They're busy with their families, and they're just beginning to realize, some of them, there is an election coming. And so they're just getting themselves organized for that. And we're helping them to remember to get out the vote, get out and participate.
So tell me, Councillor Patton, why should we vote for Safe Surrey Coalition, and why should we vote for you?
Well, I think that our city is a city that's growing. We're a city of families, and we're going to go from 600,000 to 1 million. And we need a leader and a team with experience, with a track record, with the energy and will to get things done. And this is not a suburb anymore. We're a big city. So what we need is the support behind us, beside us, with us, so that we can take the city into the amazing future that it's headed already toward.
When you talk about track record, explore that a bit with us so that we kind of know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Our viewers need to know so that they can make the right decision.
Well, we brought SkyTrain. So it had been promised to the residents of Clayton 20 years ago. It hadn't been delivered. We delivered that $4 billion project. Biggest infrastructure project in Canada right now. Surrey Police. The people asked for a local, accountable police service. We delivered. We're promising in our next 4 years SkyTrain to Newton, because people in Newton have also been neglected. They need transportation. The young people have been asking for it for a long time. So that's what we're headed for next. And we want to build more pools. So we are already building the Newton Community Centre with the best pool in Western Canada. And then we're going to also build a pool in Clayton and in Surrey City Centre.
Well, I think with the building of, you know, pools and tracks and types of, you know, sporting type related structures, you're making it easier for the youth to stay kind of in the right direction, stay out of trouble. It feels, you know, they've got something to do instead of maybe not doing the right thing.
Well, what we're noticing every time we go around the community giving talks, the eyes of the young people light up whenever we talk about things like pools, stadiums, soccer fields, kabaddi fields, cricket fields. Their eyes just light up. And so it gives them something to look forward to, something to be happy about and excited about. And they deserve that. They're the future.
Yeah, I think anytime there's physical activity, any kind of sports, anything, as you know, right? It's always really great for our youth to have an alternative to being on their phone or being, you know, caught up in the wrong crowd. So this is a very good initiative by your team, I think.
That's right. There's something called physical literacy. And regardless of whether you're artistic or creative, it's excellent if you can also participate in sport and improve your physical literacy. All of us can improve our physical literacy.
So no excuse for us to just kind of stay home and do nothing. We need to get out there on the tracks, in the pools, and we need to get out there and vote. So one last message to our viewers that are watching right now. Councillor Patton.
It would be my honor and privilege to serve you for the next 4 years. Safe Surrey Coalition, get out and vote. Mayor Doug and the team, we get it done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sonia.
We are talking to Councillor Mandeep Nagra. Everybody knows him. And Mandeep Nagra, welcome.
Thank you so much.
So tell me, how is it going? I heard your Safe Surrey Coalition has been doing some door knocking, trying to get some people to get motivated to get out there and vote.
We've been doing door knocking, we've been meeting people, small gatherings, big gatherings, all kinds of events, almost last 2 months now. So 8 weeks. So we've been meeting a lot of people every day, and it's been great. We're getting a lot of, we're hearing a lot of good things, a lot of good positive stuff, good positive feedback. So we're very excited and looking forward to October 15th.
Very good. This is the home stretch, so we've just got a little bit of time left. So tell me what kind of message do you want to give to our viewers who haven't voted and are thinking about maybe not voting? What do you want to say to them to get them out there to vote?
Well, it's really, really important. Whoever you support, we only have 7 more days to go. So advance polls are open today. They're going to be open tomorrow. They're again open on Wednesdays, and the final general voting day is October 15th. It's very, very important that you go out and support your candidate, because if you don't go out and vote, that means you're supporting the other people that you do not want to support. So by not voting, you're supporting the people that you do not want to support. So if you support us, if you want us to come back, if you want to elect us back in City Hall, please go out and vote.
So tell me, what's been the biggest challenge for you this time around? You've already been a wonderful councillor for the City of Surrey. Now going forward, what's been something that's been a bit challenging this time around?
Well, for me personally, as a councillor, one thing I'm really going to focus on, and I did focus on the last 4 years as well. We made some huge changes. We brought a lot of improvements. But another one thing I'm really going to focus on and make a huge difference is the permitting process. There's a lot of work. There's still a lot of complaints. Still a lot of people are concerned about the delays and all that. So that is one thing I'm really, really going to work hard on. Yeah.
So one last message to our viewers that are watching right now, just one final message before I let you get back to this rally.
So, like I said before, it's very, very important to go out and vote and support your people that you like, people that you want to see in the City Hall.
So maybe just say to them, vote for me, Mandeep Nagra.
Vote for Mandeep Nagra, Doug McCallum, and Safe Surrey Coalition.
Thank you so much. We are here with the Mayor, Mr. Doug McCallum, Safe Surrey Coalition. Welcome, sir.
Good morning to you.
So how are you feeling today? We've got this event happening today in support of Safe Surrey Coalition, and just a few days left. You've got advance voting and then the big day on the 15th.
I feel great. I love campaigning. I love the people of Surrey. So actually, I get stronger every day when I'm campaigning rather than when I don't. So I get lots of energy. And I love campaigning because you're out with the people. You're talking to the people. They give you some ideas. They give you a lot of support. It's just a great time, I think, in any city, but especially in Surrey, with the many different cultures, to just get out and listen to the people. So it's a great time in Surrey.
Right, and the weather's beautiful today for door knocking.
Oh, it's beautiful. The last few days, it's like you could just about go swimming. I live at Crescent Beach, so I can talk about going swimming or paddleboarding or whatever. There's people down there that are doing it today because the weather's so nice.
We do live in a beautiful city, and I mean, with all the amenities that are happening, it's just been a wonderful thing to see the city grow.
I think so. I mean, that's why people are coming in record numbers. About 1,200 every single month are moving into our city. And it's because of the amenities, because of our parks, even because of our agricultural land and so forth, because it's like a big park that goes right through the middle of it, and it's a third of our land base. But we have soccer fields, and today when I was driving around Surrey, there's a bunch of tournaments going on. National finals, under 17, are being played right today, this weekend. Today in our Newton Athletic Park, for example. And these are teams from all across Canada. But that's what we're beginning to see every weekend is activity out there, and people love it. Even in our parks for the seniors, we've put in a lot of picnic tables and walking paths, and they're all out enjoying. So just to drive through Surrey on my way over here is to see all that activity out there. Just, it's super. It's great.
Well, that all kind of sounds like just community, community, community.
Yes, for sure. Well, we're growing so fast, and we're actually a community of young families too, and that's why you see all the sports out there. It's why you see the activity. But we also have a lot of seniors, and we're building pools. We're building a new pool in Clayton. starting next year, and a new pool in Surrey North, right in our city center, because we have so much development there. And seniors love the pool, as do kids. And so it's one of the #1 things that we learned that the public wants to see. So now we have a pool in every one of our communities, and I think that just adds amenity to it for people, one of the reasons why they want to live in Surrey.
And then when we talk about business and attracting business to Surrey, speak a bit about that with the development in the area.
Well, I think since we brought the universities in, I personally was involved in getting Simon Fraser here many years ago. And then now I worked hard in getting UBC. They've bought a big piece of land in our city center. They're going to build a campus. They've already moved one of their divisions of physiotherapy into Surrey, temporary, until they get the building built. And KPU is also expanding in the city center. But what that does is it also keeps families together in Surrey, and that's one big benefit. They don't have to take a SkyTrain for an hour and a half or a bus for an hour and a half and an hour and a half home. They actually can stay home and go to university, and that's helping keeping our families together in Surrey. That's a huge plus. But the other thing that's happening is we're having big companies, economic, move into Surrey. Very big international companies. And they're moving in because we have this educated workforce right beside them. And that's why we're attracting them, literally. We've just had 3 very large companies located in Surrey. So
Surrey is growing for seniors, for youth, for everyone. They're getting, sorry, patch. I'll have to do that part again so you guys can patch it. So you'll patch it wherever. Okay, so tell me now, you've done so much in the city of Surrey, to improve things in the last, while here, and then also going forward. What's the plan moving forward?
Well, what we want to do is continue on transportation. It's important to move people around, so we're going to build SkyTrain from our city center to Newton. We're going to improve our roads. We're going to 4-lane 132nd, 128th, 152, and we're going to punch 72 all the way through to the other side of Surrey. That'll give a good connection east-west and unlock the center a little bit. We're going to speed up our development process because we have to provide a lot more housing. That's a really important thing. We're building 2 pools, one in Clayton and one in my city center, and we're also building a very large one in Newton. So actually 3 pools that we're going to be building, and we're going to do a sports stadium too. And that particular thing, people can't wait for it because we don't have a big facility at all. The most that we can sit to watch a sports event is 1,500. And we're a very large city, so
So we definitely need that, and you're making things happen. So one last message to our voters, because we only have about a week left, and there is advanced voting happening now. So the 15th is the big day. Why, Mr. Mayor, should our viewers, your voters, vote for you and the Safe Surrey Coalition? You can speak to them directly.
I think we would encourage everyone to please get out and vote. We need your vote, and we need your vote to vote for our whole team, our Safe Surrey Coalition, because we need to be sure that we have majority on council. People have seen what we have done in the last, whatever we've indicated, like SkyTrain and changing the police, we have done. They've been completed. We want to continue next to build the infrastructure to support our growth and to have a city that people want to live and work in this exciting city and communities and so forth. So please get out and vote and vote for all our team, the Safe Surrey Coalition.
Very good, very well said, and best of luck to you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much.
We are talking to resident Amrik Puriwal, businessman here in Surrey. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਚਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ Surrey ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ
ਮੈਂ 1972 ਤੋਂ ਰਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਦ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਗਾਂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਪਾਲੀ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਗਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਇਸ ਡਗ McCallum ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਟਰਮ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦਾ। ਇਹ ਚੰਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਅਗਾਂਹ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੇਣ ਆ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਰੀ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਕੈਂਬਲ ਹਾਈਟ ਨੂੰ ਇਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ, ਸਾਊਥ ਸਰੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼, ਨਵੀਆਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਲਿਆਂਦੀਆਂ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰੈਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਆ। ਬੜੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਗਾਂਹ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਪੀਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿ ਸੇਫ ਸਰੀ McCallum ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਚੰਗਾ ਬਣਾ ਸਕੀਏ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮੱਚ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ? ਬਹੁਤ ਚਿਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਚੇਂਜਸ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਈ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬਣੇ ਆ ਸਕਾਟ ਰੋਡ 'ਤੇ, ਸਾਡਾ ਨਵੇਂ ਬਣੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ 'ਤੇ ਵਿਆਹ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੌਸਪੀਟਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੋਰਟੇਜ ਰਹੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਲੈਂਡ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਗਾਂ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟਾਂ, ਫਿਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਬਦਲ ਦਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੌਸਪੀਟਲ ਦੀ। ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਤਾਂ 2 ਹੌਸਪੀਟਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਗਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਗਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪਾਪੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਗਰੋਥ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫਾਸਟ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਅਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਕਾਈ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੈਂਗਲੀ ਦਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਪੁਲਿਸ, ਲੋਕਲ ਪੁਲਿਸਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ, ਇਟਸ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੋਕਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਹ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੋਰਡ ਇੱਥੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ, ਉੱਥੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੈਟਰ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਅਤੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Thank you very much. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। We are talking to Harbhajan Singh Walia, local businessman here in Surrey. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ, ਅੱਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ in support of Safe Surrey Coalition ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ।
ਮੈਂ ਅਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਣ ਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ, ਮੇਨ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਕੱਠ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ 35 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੋਟਿਸ ਕੀਤੀ, ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਵੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ। ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਕਰਦਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਪੋਰਟਰ ਆ ਡੱਜ ਦੀ ਸਲੇਟ ਦੇ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਓ, ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਪੋਰਟਰ ਆ।
ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਹੱਕ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਵੋਟ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਇੱਕ ਵੋਟ ਦਾ ਹੱਕ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਦੂਜਾ, ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੋ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ। ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਕਈ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੀ 20% ਵੋਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਅਤੇ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ 80% ਵੋਟ ਪੋਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ। ਸਾਡੀ ਵੋਟ ਮਸੀਂ 20% ਪੋਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ। ਕੋਈ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਵਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ। ਵੋਟ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ, ਉਹ
ਸਾਡੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆ,
ਉਹ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਇਕੱਠ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਓ। ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ, ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ, ਸਾਡੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕਮ ਆਊਟ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਪਾਵਰ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਇੱਥੇ MP MLA ਮੇਅਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਇਲੈਕਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਅੱਜ ਸੇਫ ਸਰੀ ਕੋਲੀਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਨ ਆਏ ਆ, ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਹਤੇ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ।
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ। ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦੂਆ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਅਸਤ ਘਾਟ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਆ। ਦੂਜਾ ਸਕਾਈ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਦਾ, ਤੀਜਾ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦਾ, 84
ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ। ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਚੌਥਾ 84 ਐਵਨਿਊ। Plus he listens to everybody. They listen and we like him, they are approachable to everybody, we can talk to him.
ਬਾਕੀ ਜੋ ਵਾਅਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਚੋਣ 'ਚ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਖੜੇ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, ਉਹੀ ਵਾਅਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਿਭਾ ਤੇ ਚਾਲੂ ਕਰਤੇ। ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਾਮਯਾਬੀ ਉਹ ਚੱਲ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਜਾਣੀ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਚਾਲੂ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
ਇੱਕ ਸਿਟੀ 'ਚੋਂ ਉਹ
84 ਵਾਲਾ
ਸਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਬੰਦ ਕਰਤਾ ਸੀ ਪਾਰਕ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੀ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ, ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ। ਹਸਪੀਟਲ, ਹਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ, ਹਾਂ ਬਸ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
ਕਮੇਟੀ ਜਾਲਸੋ ਬੰਦ ਕਰੀਆਂ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ, 2 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਿਟੀ 'ਚ। ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਏ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੱਡੀ ਲਾਈ।
ਸੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਫਾਇਦੇ ਆ ਇਸ ਸੇਫ ਸਰੀ ਕੋਲੀਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਕਹਿਣਾ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ? ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ।
ਓਕੇ, Very good. So ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣ ਲਿਆ support from Safe Surrey Coalition. Thank you so much. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ. We are standing here with more supporters of the Safe Surrey Coalition and Doug McCallum's group here. So these gentlemen are in full support and they want to say a few words. So ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ. ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ Doug McCallum ਬਾਰੇ ਤੇ Safe Surrey Coalition ਬਾਰੇ?
ਡਗ ਮਕੱਲਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਿਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਕਾਫੀ ਚਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਹਰਮਨ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਫੁੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਮੇਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਘਰੇ ਸਾਈਨ ਵੀ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਨੋ ਐਨੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਵਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। ਸੋ ਫੁੱਲ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਦੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਦੀ 150-200 ਵੋਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰਕਲ ਦੀ। ਫੁੱਲ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਡੱਗ ਨੂੰ ਪਊਗੀ।
ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ?
ਓਕੇ, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਐਸਰੋ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਹਾਂ। ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਡੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਡੱਗ ਮਕੱਲਮ ਦੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਜਿਹੜਾ 84 ਨੂੰ 160 ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ 84 ਹਾਈਵੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਿਕ ਘੱਟ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ। ਫਿਰ ਸੈਕੰਡਲੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਿਊਟਨ ਵੇ ਪੂਲ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਅਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਲਈ। ਨਿਊਟਨ ਬਾਲ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਸੀਗੀ। ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਕਾਟ ਰੋਡ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰੈਕ੍ਰੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਉਪਲਬਧੀ ਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਮੋਰ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਉਹ ਮੋਰ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲੀ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਹੋਏਗੀ। ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਆ, ਰੇਲ ਲਾਈਨ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ। ਅਤੇ ਜੋ RCMP ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਆ। ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੁਣ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਲੌਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਹੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਬਲੌਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਿਰ RCMP ਲਿਆਈਏ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਘਾਤਕ ਹੋਊਗੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਗਰਿਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟੈਕਸ ਪੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਗਲਤ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ RCMP ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹਟਾ ਕੇ ਸਿਟੀ ਸਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਭਰਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ, ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਿਵਾਸੀ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਸਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆ, ਉਹ ਲੋਕ ਹੀ ਜਾਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਜੰਮੇ ਪਲੇ ਆ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਬੈਟਰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। RCMP ਜੋ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ, ਰੂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵਧੀਆ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਡੱਗ ਮਕੱਲਮ ਤੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਸਲੇਟ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਸ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਵਧੀਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਕੁਐਲਿਟੀ ਪੈਦਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ, ਡਿਸਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ। ਦੇਰ ਆਰ ਸੋ ਮੈਨੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਇਨ ਫਿਊਚਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ?
ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਪਰਮਜੀਤ ਲਾਖਾ ਸੀ। ਅੱਜ ਡੱਗ ਮਕੱਲਮ ਤੇ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਨਾਗਰਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਅਤੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ, ਲਾਸਟ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅਤੇ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਨਾਗਰਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਦੇ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਲਮੋਸਟ ਪਿਛਲੇ 20 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਕਲੋਜ਼ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਣੀ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀ ਫੁੱਲੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਆਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਮੁੜ ਸੱਤਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਅਧੂਰੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਾ ਕਰਨਗੇ।
ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ। ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੇ ਕੁਛ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਇੱਧਰਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ? ਜਾਂ ਇੱਧਰਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਧਰੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ? ਨੋ? ਓਕੇ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ। ਓਕੇ, ਸੋ ਦੈਨ ਆਲ ਟਾਕ ਟੂ ਯੂ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਜਾਓ। ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ ਇਨ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਆਫ ਸੇਫ ਸਰੀ ਕੋਲੀਸ਼ਨ? ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ।
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਸੁਣਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ, ਸਾਫ਼ ਸੁਥਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ। ਡੱਗ ਮਕੱਲਮ ਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਨਿਧੜਕ ਅਤੇ ਤੱਕੜ ਮੇਅਰ ਰਹਿ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਧੜਕ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਿਧੜਕ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਰਨ। ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਵਿਦਾਸ ਸਭਾ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਜੀ ਐਜ਼ ਏ ਐਕਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਾਅਵਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਸ਼ਵਾਸਨ ਦਵਾਉਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਸਰੀ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ 100% ਡੱਗ ਮਕੱਲਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੀ।
ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ। ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਕਹਿਣਾ? ਦੈਟਸ ਇਟ। ਓਕੇ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।